energy plantation we have completed. The next topic is biogas production by anaerobic fermentation. Okay, so just take down a rough sketch. So before studying about the biogas plants, we have to study about the anaerobic fermentation process. What are the different processes that take place in a fermentation? There are 4 sets. First, hydrolysis reaction takes place, where complex organic molecules are converted to simple substances. Then acidogenous reactions will take place, okay, wherein fat conversion to fatty acids takes place. Then acetogenesis reaction takes place, where acetic acid, hydrogen sulfide and carbon dioxide had formed. Then this methanogenesis reaction takes place, where H2S and acetic acid combine to form methane and carbon dioxide is released. Finally, you will get the methane gas as output, which can be used for combustion. So this is the set of reactions that take place during biogas production. So please take down the sketch. We will discuss step by step. Please make it fast. See, some of the USN, as I told you, I have removed from Teams. Please contact your class teacher. If your class teacher confirms after settling, then I'll add back. If any USN, if you're in from your calendar, if your NCS is removed, please immediately contact your class teacher. Is it done? Yes. Now first we'll take step by step. Yeah, as we discussed, there are 4 key biological and chemical stages that takes place. First one is hydrolysis, second is the acidogenesis, third is the acetogenesis reaction, and fourth is the methanogenesis. So first, hydrolysis. Okay. So before starting with hydrolysis, see, any biomass, it may be crop waste, animal waste, whatever residue it may be there, it will be made up of large organic compounds. Okay, long chain organic compounds. Okay, if microorganisms are the key role players here, which helps in anaerobic digestion. Okay, so when you feed this waste into a digester, into a drum and close it, okay, what happens? The chemical energy that is present in the biomass, okay, it has to reach this microorganisms. Okay, so first step is the macromolecular, that is whatever I said, large organic compounds are broken into small components. Okay, so that when they are broken into small components, they will be readily accessible for the microorganisms to ferment and release the gas. Okay, so the first step is large components are broken down into small components. Okay, so we call it as polymers and monomers. Poly means many chains will be there. It will be a complicated molecule where microorganisms first split them into small chain, okay, components, so that it will be readily accessible. Okay, so this process of breaking the chain and dissolving the smaller molecules into solution is called as hydrolysis. In simple, hydrolysis is a reaction wherein the large organic compounds are broken into monomers or small organic compounds, and they are dissolved, okay, into form a solution, so that when this solution is formed, this solution is readily accessible for the microorganisms for the process of fermentation. Okay, so this step is called as hydrolysis. It is the very first step, okay, of the reaction. You can just make a rough note of it. Then one by one step we will go. When you correlate R4, then you'll understand how the methane gas is formed from the biomass. See, in the next upcoming slides, we will be discussing about the digesters and how they work. So any digester you take, these 4 sets of reaction will take place in sometimes 14 days, 21 days, like that. Time will be taken, and these 4 set of reactions will take place. Okay, the second set of reaction is the acidogenesis. Okay, as you see in the chart, the second reaction is acidogenesis. Okay. In the first phase, as we discussed, the solution will be formed. This solution majorly consists of acetates and hydrogen. Okay, so methanogens are the bacteria which converts this acetates. Acetate means it will be a sort of acids, and hydrogen. So methanogens are the bacteria which converts this acetates and hydrogen into methane gas. Okay. Now the other molecules such as VFA, we call it as volatile fatty acids. Okay, with a chain length that is greater than acetic acid, must be first catabolized, that is breaked into small components. Okay, in the first step, all large compounds are broken into small one. In the second step, only volatile fatty acids are completely broke down, so that they get converted into pure acetic acid. Okay, the H2S gas, that is not hydrogen, it is hydrogen sulfide gas and carbon dioxide gas. Okay, so the biological process of acidogenesis, okay, is nothing but it will break down the remaining components which are not broken down in the first phase. Usually the fatty acids which are having very thick chain will not be broken down in the first phase. So those volatile fatty acids will be broken down into ammonia, okay, carbon dioxide and hydrogen sulfide. Okay, so these will be the byproducts. So this is the second step. So in the first step, what happens? First 2 steps, hydrolysis and acidogenesis. Okay, the complex molecules are broken down into very simple molecules, so that easily the bacteria can convert it into a suitable form of gas. So this will be the second step. The third will be acetogenesis. Okay, wherein acetic acid conversion takes place. Okay, so this is the actual process of digestion. Anaerobic digestion, we call it as. Aerobic in the presence of air. Anaerobic means in the absence of air. So you will have a sealed container. Okay, after certain days, hydrolysis and acetogenesis reaction completes. Then when the acetogenesis reaction starts, you will start getting the output of the gas slowly. Okay, so in the first 2 stages, simple molecules will be formed. So in the third stage, that is acetogenesis, these simple molecules are further digested by acidogens. They are a class of bacteria. Okay, they produce acetic acid and carbon dioxide and hydrogen. So in the first 2 stages, complex compounds are converted to very simple compounds. In the third, these simple compounds are further segregated. The chains are broken down. They are converted to acetic acid, hydrogen and carbon dioxide. So this will be the third step. Byproducts are formed. Okay. In the fourth phase, there will methanogenesis reactions where bacteria called as methogens, okay, will be acting. Okay. This is the final stage of the digestion wherein this acetic acid, hydrogen are converted to methane gas. Okay. CH4. See, in any chain, the combination of carbon and hydrogen, if you have, it is a very clean fuel. Right? So this CH4 gas will be collected at the top of the dome and it is called as a biogas. Okay, since it is formed from the biological products, it is called as biogas. So methane is a very good combustible gas. So these are the set of reactions that will be taking place in a biodigester. Okay, just before going ahead, I'll show you a sketch of a digester. So this will be a digester. Okay, it is called as Indian design digester. So when you feed the biomass here, okay, and certain additives, okay, like limestone, sometimes water, etc., it will form a slurry. Then this pits will be completely closed. Okay, since it is closed, it will be called as anaerobic. In the absence of circulation of a reaction takes place. So what reactions takes place is the four stages, whatever we discussed, the same set of reactions will take place here. So this is the set of reactions by which the methane gas is formed in a bioreactor. Any doubts you can ask me. Please take down. Okay, so we will move to the next topic, classification of biogas plants. See, biogas plants are classified as continuous and batch type, dome and drum type. It is classified into two types. So in continuous and batch type, we have single stage and double stage. In dome and drum type, we have Indian model, which is called as KVIC model, Khadi Villages and Industries Corporation model, and the fixed dome type, or it is called as Janata model or Chinese model. Okay, so this is regarding the classification of biogas plants. Now we have to discuss one after the other. Please take down the flow chart so that we can start discussion. See, if that link, if you are not able to fill, you can do one thing. You can go to Google Chrome in your lab. Okay, log in with your MS Teams and paste, copy and paste. It will be definitely working. Okay, you have not logged in properly. That is the problem. That is why few people are not able to fill it. See, please log in, try and saturate with the process so that from the next class, I have to plan quiz in the same thing. Once again, you try now, those who could not fill, and again come back. Just try now. Some of you have messaged that you are not able to fill. You can just try now. Yeah. Now, first, before going into detail, we will discuss about continuous and batch type. The first one is called as continuous type. See, in continuous plant, there will be a single digester in which raw material are regularly charged and process goes on continuously without any interruption. It will be a continuous except whenever there is some repair or cleaning, periodic cleaning, the plant will be continuously working. So input usually slurry for this plant is self-buffered, okay, or the biogas mixed with sufficient amount of digesting material. Okay. There are two types in continuous. One is single stage process and double stage process. So you just take down this sketch. This is an example for single stage process. So as the name itself represents the complete conversion, okay, of the biomass into gas. There are four steps: hydrolysis, acetogenesis, and finally the methane formation. All four stages take place in only one cylinder. As you see there, the sludge input is given here. Okay, the sludge, whatever wastes are remaining, it is mixed with water. It forms a slurry. It is loaded here. Okay. Finally, you will get the outlet after digesting whatever left out. This outlet can be used as a good source of manure. Okay, this is the digested sludge, we call it as. Okay, so this slurry gets digested and the gas comes out from this knob. So in one container, the entire set of reaction takes place, all four reactions. Then that is called as a single stage process. You can take down a sketch. In some of the question paper, differentiate between single stage and multi-stage process or double stage process question will be there. You have to draw both the sketches. Okay, this is single stage, one more sketch is double stage. You have to explain both of them. Either this or the Indian and Chinese design, whatever we saw in the chart, any one of these three questions will be definitely there for 10 marks in the exam. Either they will ask you to describe the single stage and double stage, or they will ask you to explain the Indian design and Chinese design of the reactor. See, for any issues related to MS Teams password, there is one person allocated from each department. Okay, just identify who is that from your department. You can get it through your class teacher. You can reset the password. If you have forgotten the password, you can reset the password. Okay, so we will move with the next design. Okay, this is called as a double stage. In this process, the two important digestion process, that is acetogenic and methanogenic stages, are separated and allowed to take place in different chambers. Okay, so the stage 1, stage 2, stage 3 of the reaction takes place in the first cylinder. Only the last stage takes place in the second cylinder. They will be connected so that the slurry gets shifted. Okay, you can see there is a heater, sludge heater. This is an advanced mechanism. Okay, so that there will be a proper mixer also here. So after some days, few fixed amount of days, the slurry gets digested to the most, it will be shifted to the second cylinder automatically, so that here you will get the final gas output. Only traces of the gas output you will